Now, my next guest is the self-proclaimed hard geezer who, sorry, I had to say it like that, who is attempting to be the first person to run the length of Africa. That's 9,320 miles. And not every day has gone to plan. Let's take a look.
Bad news, just got robbed at gunpoint. Your camera's gone, Jared's iPhone's gone, drone's gone. So, what are we thinking? Bad idea to run? I'd get in, lad. Two lads came storming up the side of the van, another one on a motorbike, and cracked open the door and proceeded to point a gun in all of our faces and tell us to give them everything we had.
Well, the hardest geezer, Russ Cook, does join us now. Russ, where are you?
Hi everyone. I'm currently in the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Okie dokie. And we've just seen a bit of a clip of some things that have happened to you along the way. I've just got one question. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, people ask me this all the time. I sort of say, you know, I've lived some experiences before that didn't feel very meaningful to me. I've spent a lot of my time, a lot of my life before thinking, you know, what is the point in being here? And part of this mission is that I'm going all guns blazing to try and make a difference, try and make something meaningful of my life and live life to the absolute fullest. I've certainly getting some experiences, good and bad, running the entire length of Africa, yeah.
Well, look, good for you is what I can say to that. And, you know, I did sort of say why you're doing this with a grin on my face there, because I cannot imagine anything possessing me to do what you're doing. And it's because I couldn't. Yeah. It's extraordinary, the physical undertaking you are doing. I mean, it's not all been bad, surely. Tell us some of the things that have happened on the way that have inspired you to figure out what the meaning of life might be.
There's been so many things that have inspired me. I think, you know, one of the things that really stands out is there's been so much kindness from so many people that really didn't have any reason to be kind to us. They just, you know, just showing us, you know, showing support for what I'm trying to do. And, you know, countless people have taken us in and cooked us endless meals and, you know, tried to sort us out with loads of help logistically, you know, just to get the mission done. Loads of people have joined me to run. We've had multiple people running their first ever marathons. You know, there's been so many highs throughout the journey so far, you know, and
it's incredible. To hear. It's great to hear. Tell us a bit about the remaining journey you've got. You're in the DRC at the moment. You're going to make your way around Western Africa up through up to the north end. How long do you reckon that's going to take you? What are your concerns about that part of the journey?
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine at this point, because I thought the whole thing was going to take 240 days. I'm currently 110 days in and we're not even halfway, not even close to halfway yet. I've got to go through some Central African countries and then, like you said, we're skirting around to West Africa and up north. So, I mean, if I'm done by next February, I'll be a happy boy.
Incredible.
So my girlfriend, she'll be happy as well.
Russ, how do people support you? How do they watch your journey, your progress? How can they donate to any charities? So
I've got a GiveStar link, which can be found in all of my social media bios. We're raising money for the running charity and water aid. You can find me on any social media. It's all at Hardest Geezer.
At Hardest Geezer, you are a hard geezer in my estimation, certainly. Russ, well done signing out there in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Coming to the studio now with Esther and Kevin, who are listening in on that. Kevin, I'll come to you first, but Esther, I know you're going to...
What an engaging bloke.
Right.
Right? I mean, look, I know there's a climate emergency, but no one would have a go at him if he drove rather than run. I'm kind of remember about, you know, Forrest...
I'm glad that is your limit.
Forrest Gump, you know, he goes out running and can't stop. But what a brilliant fit. It's like people swimming the Channel, climbing Everest 20 times, you know, this is...
I just want to see what
I'm glad he's doing it for charity. I'm glad he's not one of those, like, Valley girls being like, I'm trying to find myself. I'm, like, in the Congo. but the fact that he's doing this for charity softens it. I would highly recommend...
I do have to ask from the perspective of somebody who has family that are from a West African nation and, you know, he's going to be running up through West Africa.
I saw him just running through my back, I was like, who is that hippie there?
Yeah.
Is he lost? Anyway, I would highly recommend... mosquito repellent and sun cream, but all the
Okay.
best. So
You support it broadly.
because it's for charity, not because I think he has not lost his mind.
Let's move on to talking a bit more about charity and everyone's favourite charitable philanthropist, the Duke of Sussex, who is currently in Japan, in Tokyo. He's given a speech today to a crowd saying he actually prefers Tokyo to Montecito, he reckons. He's had Kobe steak for dinner and lunch. And he's going on after this to Singapore to play in a polo match. And you know what? When I was looking at this story today, I was thinking, if he's trying to bore us all into not talking about him, he's doing a pretty good job, because I failed to be moved by a lot of what I was seeing. And, you know, he's on a charity tour. That's what he's doing. He's raising money. I mean, Kevin, do you have a view on it?
Yeah, he can't win, can he? Because if he goes on it, we all have a go at him. If he doesn't, then he's just lazy and back home. I'd rather he went around making money for charity than he did for himself. So,
Yeah, I mean,
so
he's always.
not really.
I always think it's sad that the missed opportunity with what they could actually have done in the royal family, Harry and Meghan. I always think it's a huge missed opportunity, and you know, if their aim was to do good and to be charitable people, I think there was no greater institutional vehicle that they could have done that through than the royal family. But at the moment, he's just a boring man traveling with his boring wife.
Esther, as a British Republican, I'm thrilled.
Well,
He's got over because I thought
you
he
know,
could have revitalised the royal family.
And that's
couldn't
even
he?
someone who
Yeah.
doesn't even like the royal family. So,
No,
you know, but
he
I
was a
understand that.
threat.
But at the moment, I just think he was very bright. But at the moment, you know, he's doing boring things with his boring wife, and I wish them boring well.
And people are continuing to talk about him as we are there. So, you know, maybe he's the winner in all this. Let's finally talk about this Shakespeare being banned in schools in Florida. This after ruling by Governor Ron DeSantis. Apparently, Romeo and Juliet, too raunchy for kids. What do you make of this story? Because it's interesting, isn't it? Often the left get accused of cancelling things, but now we've got this going on.
Oh, the right is where cancel culture originated. It's been there all the time. But I mean, look, it's ridiculous.
What a strange country.
Shakespeare
strange place.
is bored. He is raunchy. But Ron DeSantis, look, I thought he's supposed to be for free speech and liberty in the States. He's not. I mean, it's just ludicrous. Absolutely.
Esther, too raunchy, Romeo and
What a
Juliet?
strange progression. I mean, yes, I understand, you know, okay, you don't want to teach your kids gender ideology because that should probably be in the domain of the family and the home. Fine. Shakespeare, one of the greatest playwrights in history.
I mean, yeah.
Strange.
Okay.